After rinsing the outside, the watermelons are cut in half. We scoop out the seedless center for food consumption, then use a small spoon to remove the seeds into a bucket. This can easily consume more time than we'd like, especially if we try to be too perfect. We do this task as quickly as possible, even though bits of flesh may fall into the bucket as well. Notice the pre-screening ratio of seed to flesh. If we have more flesh than this, we consider removing some of the bigger pieces by hand first. If we have less flesh, we may have spent longer on the previous step than necessary. Here we have two screens inside a kiddie pool which we use for assorted seed processing tasks. The top screen has holes small enough to catch almost all of the seeds, and the bottom screen has holes small enough to catch any that might pass through. We pour a small quantity of seed and flesh mixture onto the screen and push the watermelon flesh through the holes of the screen. After dumping the seeds into a separate container, knock the flesh off the screen to leave it mostly clear for the next quantity. We'll probably need to do this after every 1 or 2 quantities. After completing the bucket of seed and flesh mixture, we'll either pick out the seeds from the bottom screen or press the flesh through the bottom screen the same way we've been doing with the top. We add these seeds to the rest, then clear the top screen of flesh and pour all of the seeds back onto the top screen for one more pressing. We spray them with some water while pushing through any last bits of flesh. Now we pour the seeds back into the bucket for the last step of cleaning. Depending on the volume of seed in our bucket, add 1 or 2 squirts of dish soap to the bucket and begin to gently scrub the seeds. After about 2 minutes of scrubbing, we pour them over a colander or screen and thoroughly rinse until all soap bubbles are gone. Last, we pour the seeds on a towel or sheet, then fold the edges over the seeds and press to absorb excess water. We spread the seeds out on a drying rack and elevate it on one or both sides so there is space under the seeds for air circulation. We point a fan at the seeds and occasionally give them a stir until they are completely dry on the outside, leaving them out for several days to dry completely before putting them into storage containers.